Today, we're checking out the Tiny Trainer. So this quad, or should I say this frame, is a new offering from Five33, and while I am doing this video on the entire quad, it's mainly centered around the frame. But to just quick go over the other components on here, you see for the motors we have the iFlight Sing 1404 4600 kV. For the camera we have a Foxeer Nano Predator. The ESC flight controller VTX is a Flywoo 4-in-1 combo. The props are HQ 3x1.5x3 tri-blades, and we have a mini Crossfire Immortal T out the back here, as well as for the battery, we have a G&B 523S. Now taking a look at the frame itself, you can see hopefully it is a unibody across here, and obviously if you haven't noticed, it is a direct scale down of the DRL Racer 4. And this thing just looks absolutely awesome. It looks almost the exact same as the Racer, and a couple people who have seen this actually thought it was a Racer 4 at first without any scale in the picture. The front part up here is printed out of black TPU, as well as this bottom battery cage, which is flexible to allow the battery to slide in. This top part here is actually SLA printed. However, this is a pre-production model, so the production's one. This part here will be molded out of black plastic by HQ, so that'll be even nicer and a darker black there. And of course, this fin in the back here is TPU as well. So while we start to watch some of the flight footage here, I'll go ahead and get a weight for it. So the quad itself weighs 109 grams, and with the 523S, we are coming in at 150.8 grams. So definitely under the 250 gram limit. So as you can see from this flight footage here, I was just flying this in a small park. Now everything is currently closed due to the virus. So you can see that's why there's like caution tape blocking the playground off, but I was just kind of flying around that. And now this is a space that I think is definitely too small for me to fly a 5-inch in, so that's why I was trying the 3-inch here. And normally when I fly my old 3 inches, they were a lot bigger motors. They were 1408 motors with a really heavy prop. They probably weighed 100 grams more compared to this thing. And while they might have had a slight top speed advantage, this thing just flew so much better overall with the high KV and the low pitch tri-blade props that are easier for the motors to control, as well as Betaflight software, of course, has gotten better since then. It just felt a lot snappier and a lot more in control. And now while I'm not a DRL pilot, the other people that have been testing this have definitely said it flies definitely like a Racer 4 scaled down. Although, however, I think this definitely has a faster scale speed for 3-inch because this thing is not slow. When you open it up, it definitely has a lot of punch to it. In terms of durability, I did crash this guy a few times, however, nothing really too bad, just a couple scuffs on the pavement and such. There was a couple points where I was really close to slamming into some metal poles, and I was really scared. So while I have not had a ton of hard crashes with it, the other people that have said that it has been extremely durable so far. And it is 1.5 millimeter unibody carbon here. You can see it's very thick, probably about 12 to 14 millimeters wide here. And while I'm sure it's not indestructible, it definitely has been very durable from what other people have said. When the battery goes in the back here, it kind of squeezes into this TPU thing, and then there's screws to help from it going too far forward and knocking into the camera. So you definitely need to be aware of the dimensions of this because certain batteries could be too small and be too loose or be too big. However, if they were too small, you could just put a little bit of foam in there. But the G&B 523S dimensions definitely fit in here perfectly, nice and snug. And I had a couple points where the quad spun out and the battery did not move at all. So the TPU grips in here pretty well. Another cool feature of the quad and the frame is this Flywoo board has 4 individual LEDs built in here, as well as there's 2 tiny LEDs, Pico rainbows in the back. So if I turn this on, you can see the canopy helps to diffuse those, and now it is very, very bright in this filming. You can see these are showing up pretty well. So here's the individual LEDs on the 4 corners of the ESC, and then the 2 in the back shine through here. And you can see if I turn the lights off here for in like a night scenario, this thing lights up really, really well and it shines through the canopy, which just like the full-size racer is the purpose of it being slightly transparent. And of course, these are 5-volt addressables, so configuring them on Betaflight is just like any other LEDs and very simple. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty much going to do it for this quick video on the Tiny Trainer. There's not too much else to say. I've played through the flight footage here. I'll also leave a link down below to the line of sight flight that I did, which is publishing at the same time as this quick review. I just want to mention that the frame is not the absolute lightest and is not meant for the utmost 110% performance. It's more just people who want to just have a tiny trainer. This thing looks so awesome, it's fun to fly around, and it's very durable, which is the market that this is intended for. So I'll leave links down below to the frame and all the parts used in this build. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.